no way, shape, or form am I ever trying to down talk anybody, because the experience of having all lives as your past lives and future lives is pretty intense. And when I hear things about this is how you're supposed to be a yogi, and you're supposed to wear this kind of underwear, and you can't cut your forearm hair or your underarm hair, you can't shave, and you can't, eat this or have that or do this or do that. And, the karma that comes along with eating certain things makes complete sense to me. I know now that I could eat meat, but I don't want to, because it's a living thing, and it's also me that I'm causing damage to in another life of mine that I don't exactly feel in my body right now, but I emotionally and energetically feel it. So when I am around people eating meat all the time and all the time and all the time, it sucks energy out of me. I know it sounds really weird, but it does. If I can not put my mind into what it was and not concentrate on that thing, I can help myself some. But energy is everywhere. And when you're highly sensitive, you're highly sensitive. So when I hear these things about having to, sit in a certain posture or do this certain kind of thing, do you think those people figured that out by stumbling into it, just accidentally going along and going, I figured out that if you breathe 76 times like this, and then hold your nose in this spot with your fingers sticking out like that, and you do this, and you move this way, and do that thing, it works. To tell you the truth, what really happens on every single time that I've ever done it is what I'm doing right now. You find the method that works for you. And when you find a way that works for you and someone else wants to know, you show them what you did for you. And then they try, and if it works, they believe it. That's really all it is. I mean, anything you do to make something happen, it's just like, not just like tying a shoe, but to use that as an example, some person goes over, some person goes under, but they come to the same conclusion. Like, that's the same thing. And there's been many yogis who have different practices who have the same outcomes. And not every yogi does the same maneuvers. A lot of them are clean and pure and all that kind of stuff, and it makes a lot of sense why a person would be. But it doesn't mean that there's only one way to do it. There's no one way to do anything. You are enlightened right now, you just don't believe it. You don't believe that you're the one. You don't believe that you're God existing right now in a physical representation with other methods or other forms of you living right now in a physical representation of time. You just don't believe that for some reason. I don't understand how anyone else can't understand that, because we know we eat stuff from the ground, we know we breathe air, we know we drink water, and we just, for some reason, don't seem to realize that we are just a conscious mass of the land, listening to other conscious masses of the land telling us what to do, and we've been doing this for way too long and letting them do things for way too long, because we've been watching too many movies and TV shows, and now we just believe that that's how it should be, because that's what we told ourselves. It's so simple and so discouraging that people don't see it. That I can't say, I don't want to do this government crap anymore. It's so stupid. I mean, who are the people in the government thinking they are that have money and they're more powerful than us? Why? Why? Because other people that are exactly the same thing as us, representations of the earth and the elements, walking around making rules and laws and making other people feel like they're less than them. There's no reason and no right to do that. There is no right. If you want to talk about rights, there's no right for any one person to judge or crucify or condemn another person. Help them become nicer towards other people, but you don't do what we're doing to others. You don't hold this effect of you have to qualify, or you have to do this, or you have to pay us that just in order to be in this area. You have to pay this, or you have to have that in order to qualify for this club. We have done so much wrong to each other that in order to really truly accept, we have to get rid of every idea we've ever had and start over. And people don't want to do that because it takes too long. It's too hard. But we have a good foundation of words, ideas, concepts, and things we could work on. Just take away the hate, take away the violence, take away any of the despair and harm towards others, and it's really simple. Really simple. Just change your attitudes is all it takes. Attitude change and some spirituality. That's it. And we're saved. We choose when we're saved.